It's hard to imagine the giant airplanes we see in the sky one day stopping flying, isn't it? Those machines that carried thousands of people across continents for years. What happens when one morning they say, "I can't fly anymore"? Most people think they are left to rust in the desert, but the truth is far more interesting. For an airplane, retirement is often not an ending, but the beginning of a new role. If the aircraft's body is still strong but no longer efficient for passenger flights, its first stop is usually the cargo world. The seats inside are removed, the floor is reinforced, and a massive cargo door is added. That plane no longer carries human stories. It carries the stories of boxes. Some models, especially wide-body aircraft, actually spend more time carrying cargo than they ever did carrying passengers. In a way, they begin a second career. But let's say the plane can no longer fly at all. That's when it turns into a valuable treasure. Its engines, landing gear, electronic systems. Each can extend the life of other aircraft. That's why some planes are dismantled and transformed into spare parts banks. The price of a single engine can be as much as a small house. That's why in aviation, retirement can sometimes be the most profitable phase. And what about those famous airplane graveyards? They're not really a final stop. They're waiting rooms. The dry desert air helps preserve aircraft for years without damage. Some wait to return to service, others wait for recycling. But some airplanes go on to live completely different lives. Imagine eating a meal inside an airplane, a real fuselage, real seats, but fixed on the ground. In many parts of the world, retired airplanes have been turned into restaurants. Some have even become hotels. Places that were once economy class now have beds. Cockpits have become scenic rooms. Film studios love these aircraft too. For realistic scenes, retired planes are purchased, cut, transformed, and used. And on the big screen, they fly again. They also serve the world of education. Aircraft are turned into classrooms. Students examine real cockpits and learn systems firsthand. For designers, airplane parts become works of art. A wing becomes a table, a window becomes a lamp, a turbine becomes a chair. But one of the most surprising stories is this. Some airplanes are truly abandoned. A company shuts down, the aircraft remains in another country, and no one comes back for it. For years, they stand like giant shadows at the edge of runways. Of course, there's also a second-hand world. A plane considered old in one country may still be flying in another. In the end, they are recycled down to their metal. The fuselage that once pierced through the clouds continues life in a completely different form. For an airplane, there is no such thing as an end. There is only a transition to another story. And perhaps the most fascinating part is this. Even when those massive machines touch the ground, their stories never truly end.